Well, welcome to Oregon. Welcome to Cabin Time, Oregon. Howdy, everybody. Been a while since I've seen you. And I have been very, very busy this summer. I have been painting my house. That has not been a very fun job. But I got it accomplished. The wife and I, Jacob, my grandson, gave us a hand. That was very nice of him. So when he had some spare time, he'd get on a ladder and go to work. Very much appreciated. So thank you, Jacob, for that. My morning duties this summer, besides painting the house, have been walking my two dogs. The wife walks the blue dog. That's our dog. And I've been taking care of my daughter's dog, Trigger. He's a male dog, fixed dog. They don't get along. So we got to keep them separated all the time. So I usually walk Trigger. The wife will walk Blue. And in the meantime, I'm out in the yard at all hours of the morning, anywhere from 4 to 5, maybe 6 if I'm lucky, walking the dogs. Well, it's September 1st. I'm out walking the dog. Me and old Blue, happened to be Blue, not Trigger, on this trip. And while I was outside, I think it was 4:30 in the morning. It was Monday. I was off. The very next day I was going to start driving the school bus again. My turn in the saddle, back at work. So anyway, I'm outside walking the dog, and I hear this whoop, whoop, longer than that, way louder than that. The sound came from the same direction that I heard the other Bigfoot a year ago. Totally different noise than the other one. This one was doing the whooping noise, and it did it, I'd say, off and on for 5, 6, maybe 7 minutes. It went on and on and on. And when it did it, it would have a 10, 15, 20 second pause in between the noise. It's almost like it was waiting for something to answer it back. I never heard anything answer it back. All I could hear was just that one making the noise up on the hillside over here. Like I said, same place, same direction the other one was coming from a year ago, or 11 months ago. We have corn out here this year. It hasn't been cut yet. They're going to cut this stuff any day. But a week ago, it probably was getting pretty darn close to cutting time. And I thought, here we go again. Does corn have something to do with this? Because after the cut, and I heard that one screaming when the cut was done, I never heard any more. And last year, about the same exact time that I heard my Bigfoot yell, someone witnessed the Bigfoot running across the road 2 miles from my house. Gravel road. It's very, very tree-laden. Just total forest from there to the coast. So I don't know who it was. I don't know exactly what time of day it happened. I'd like to know that. Seems nobody knows. So, but the story went around that happened. I can't say 100% yes or no. I would maybe think that people don't really around here make up too many stories. I wish I had more proof. And people are saying, well, get audio, get audio. Well, my phone camera will not get audio on that. It's too far away. It's not loud enough. Even though when it happens, the time of morning when it happened, it is stone quiet. There is not a bird chirp, but it was dark. So, I mean, most animals are still asleep at that time of the morning. Heard nothing. There was no wind. There was no rain. It was probably 65-ish maybe, because it's been fairly warm in the mornings because we've been dealing with all this heat this summer. Summer just now is starting to wind down. This morning, gosh, I don't know what the day is today. I know it's Sunday. It's September 14th, I think. Of course, my phone don't want to work. Yep, September 14th, Sunday. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, by the way. We did have some rain this morning, and it did actually rain last night some, which is good. This is the first real rain, any measurable rain that we've had probably in 3 months. So it was great having some rain coming down. We all love our rain here in Oregon, which we just don't get anymore. It stopped. Even in our winters have become a lot drier all of a sudden. They're drier, they're warmer. The last 4 or 5 years have been like that. We have no control over that, by the way. You know, and in past years, now if I would have heard these noises in the past years, I may not have paid any attention to them. But I got to tell you my secret. It's YouTube right there. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about Bigfoot. Some of them are pretty non-believable. Some of them are very believable. So you need to sort that out in your own mind. What's real, what's not real. That's up to you. All I know is when something happens and I hear something like this, I've been watching the videos. The sounds I'm hearing sound just like the sounds I'm hearing on YouTube from other videos. And not one or two. It's 10, 20, 30, 50 of them. So to me, it sounds real, and I think it's real. I don't know how someone could make a noise that loud, honestly. I mean, boy, the lung capacity. Even this whoop. I mean, they're pretty long, and they do like 2 whoops when they do it. It's like a whoop whoop. And it's loud. It's very loud. I wouldn't hear it. So whoever's doing it, whatever's doing it, my opinion, Bigfoot. I know I live in Bigfoot country. I've heard it all my life. Now I'm starting to get that. But again, like I said, I'm not looking for them. I was going to go out this spring and try and look for them. I got a good idea where they're at, or where the area they live in. I don't know exactly where they're at. I just know the area within miles, probably. I was going to take Jacob, thought about taking Blue Dog with me. Then people are commenting, oh, don't take your dog, man. If you turn your dog loose, them Bigfoot get a hold of your dog, they'll just yank him in half. And I thought, you know, that probably could be a reality. I don't want anything bad happening to Blue. I don't want to take that chance. And Jacob got a job. He's busy now. It'd just be me. You know, I don't run anymore. I can't run. Those days are over. I can't run. And if I did run, whatever speed I could run, they'd probably get me in 10 feet. I wouldn't make it very far at all. So I'm not going up. I'm not going to go look for them. And if I ever do go look, I'd want to take a posse. I'd want to take some people with me. You know, I just wouldn't feel safe going by myself. Too many people around here in our area actually disappear, never to be seen again. We've had quite a few of those go on every single year. Some of them, they fall off a cliff and they're never found. Some of them are killed by bears and mountain lions around here. Not counting maybe the Bigfoot that's out there. Whether they kill you or not, I don't know. Could, I suppose. But we have people disappear. They're just never found. Nobody ever knows what happened to them. They've never been found. Sometimes 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, they'll find a skeleton or a partial skeleton in the woods with a backpack, and they find out who that person is. So yes, they do find some of them, but some of them are not very immediate. So around here, you better be careful where you're going, what you're doing. Are you taking enough equipment to actually eat and survive if you fall and hurt yourself and got to wait a week for somebody to find you? A lot of people don't do that. They're out on a day hike. Now they're stuck out there for a week with no food or water. And the surprise is they survive somehow. They manage to, you know, lick the water off the leaves and whatever they got to do to stay alive. But people have been found a week, week and a half after they've disappeared, which is quite surprising. But it just goes to show you resilience. If you're a resilient person and you keep your smarts about you, you might just make it. So build a fire if you can. Try to make some smoke, but don't start the forest on fire. Then you'll die and nobody will find you. Anyway, that's my Bigfoot story again. And I'll come back next week with something else. There probably won't be any Bigfoot stories though, because I just don't see them often enough or hear them enough to give you guys any kind of a report. But again, if something happens, if I hear something, if I see something, I will try and film it if there's something there, possibly. I can't guarantee anything. You know, I'm just a guy living my life, driving school bus. I got a real job. I don't have time to make up stories and make up crap and put on the internet and try and feed you a bunch of bull. I'm not going to do that. So, but I want to at least tell you what happened again. To me, it's pretty exciting because it sounds like they're out there somewhere. We'll see what happens. But anyway, good talking to you. Good seeing y'all. Hang in there, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, share if you'd like. In the meantime, I'm going to say adios, and we'll see you on the next one, wherever that may be. Bye.